औज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश्शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम नहमदुहु नसल्लु अला रसूलिल नबिय्यिल हबीबिल करीम अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला सय्यिदिना मौलाना नबिय्यिना शफ़ीअना मुहम्मदिन व अला आलि सय्यिदिना मौलाना नबिय्यिना शफ़ीअना मुहम्मदिन व बारिक व सल्लिम सल्लल्लाहु तआला अला खैरि खल्क़िहि नूर अर्शिहि अफ़ज़ल अंबियाइल मुरसलीन हबीबना नबिय्यिना शफ़ीअना मौलाना मुहम्मदिन व आलिहि व अस्हाबिहि अजमईन। Mr. Ganesh Gopalan.
Yes.
You are working in Infosys.
Yes.
And you have come to know about Sufism from me,
Yes.
being editor of Sufi World.
Yes.
So you can proceed to ask certain questions which you have doubts on this subject, and I will try to explain to you the philosophy and background and what it is all about, and why men are in search of peace through Sufism.
Yes.
So you can ask your
Sure.
basic fundamental questions.
Yeah, so I am Ganesh Gopalan, and apart from working with Infosys, I am also a short filmmaker by passion. So along with me, I have one Mr. Anbarasan from GE, and he is also a short film actor. So we have decided to make a short music album on Sufism, and it's a 4-minute video only. And I am very much inspired by Sufis, the philosophy, and more than that, the meditative music and the trance it leads us to, which they call it as the Devarshis. They do that, and I am inspired by that. So that inspiration led me to come to you so that I can just clarify on few things before proceeding on a subject, particularly which is not in my religion. So I want to ensure there is no offensive. So you can rectify me on that, and. Yeah, so with this only I came to you, and my question I wanted to ask is, so this is how I have I have visualized my short music album of 4 minutes. So the thing is, I want the very first thing I want to know is, before even making that, I mean my film will start this way, my music album will start this way. Like I want this person Anbu, who is the lead actor, he'll be doing namaz in front of the seashore, and he's just opposite the ocean, and the high waves are coming, and it is sunset time. And the moment he finishes reading the namaz at the last stanza, he finishes it, and he'll find another beautiful girl approaching, and he'll be really, I mean, he has come out of this meditative trance, and he's just inspired by seeing the girl. But he's more interested, he's not interested in the physical emotions as such. He wants to do his penance, and he wants to reach God. So that is a backbone of Sufism, is what I understand. There is lot of love, but it is not a physical, the earthly pleasure. He is more into divine, with God he want to merge. But this is a parallelism which Lord Shiva in Hindu mythology, when he is doing lot of penance, I think Renuka, Menaka or someone comes, and this one will get spoiled. So he will curse that girl, and again she is brought up to, from heaven she is brought to earth. So this is the kind of parallelism I want to make it in Sufism also. But here what happens is, he will get mesmerized, and the girl attracts us by her beautiful eyes, and he too gets attracted. So the music will start flowing, the album music will keep going, both lyrics and music, it will start going. But at a certain point of time, suddenly the music changes, and this guy will come to his senses, understand divine love is much more important than this girl. This girl is some stranger to me. And in that, what happens is, he will slowly, the music changes, and he again goes to the transcendental meditation. And the girl also understand, like, I mean, the power of that music is such that, and his meditative dance is such that even she also gets attracted to that Sufi's music, and both of them will do that whirling meditation. And finally it is from sunrise it ends, and sunset it ends, and it happens on a Paurnami day, full moon day. And exactly when the full moon is on this one late night, both of them will merge with God. This is the kind of concept I have kept as part of the my music album, with inspiration from Sufi. So my question first is, I've seen lot of whirling meditation happening with male. Can I, is it okay to introduce a female like that, and just start with the earthly pleasure of love and convert to a devotional thing and end it?
Sufism, as you know, is part of Islam.
Yeah.
In Islam, although the origin of man
Yeah.
is from the birth of Adam, from the creation of Adam by God, and from the rib of the Adam was created the Eve,
Yeah.
that is the woman, without beauty and love. Although that concept is there, but in the strict Islamic parlance, woman is a embodiment of virtue, and she is not depicted either in photos or in films. But however, today the morality has changed,
Yes.
and with the introduction of movies in the world, with the romantic movies more particularly,
Yes.
the songs sung by female singers and women has become very common.
Yes.
But in the strict Sufi parlance, and especially in respect of Sufi music, women are not heard, and they don't come on the stage to sing Sufi songs. Sufi songs are basically devoted to the God, who is the ultimate aim of the man to reach him. And if he wants to reach him, he has to have a master. And the master is known as a peer or a guide or a murshid. And the song is sung in the presence of the peer. And the peer guides the murid, the disciple, the shisha, which is there, towards the higher love, the higher knowledge. So the women, basically a female, is kept in parda, and this concept which you have thought of introducing a physical love towards the God's love, I do not know whether it is palatable to the Sufis themselves or to those who love Sufism and Sufi path. Sufi path being meditative and devotional, the women's role is not brought into focus in the public view. So you have to give little more consideration to the thought you have today at the moment as to the physical nature of love with that of the divine love which the Sufis pursue about. Now the whirling dance which you mentioned is in only one particular school of Sufism, and they are the followers of Maulana Rumi, the whirling dance. And that whirling dance is also performed in a very strict manner, and there are various methods adopted before and after the whirling which takes place. The Wajd, which is known as Wajd, in a trance, they go in trance in the presence of the Sufi Sheikh, and after the blowing of the flute, when the flute starts, the flute's voice or the music through the flute is considered as the voice of the God, and the whirling dervishes go round and round, they whirl around the Sheikh, the God or the sun of where through these planets revolve around the sun. The Murshid is the sun, and the whirling Sheikhs, they first have to recite the salams and the Fatiha, that is the praise to the Lord, and they send their salams or the praise and to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, through whom the path is shown, the path of truth, the path of knowledge, the path of ultimate reality. So without understanding the basic fundamental aspects of Sufism and what exactly and how exactly this Sufism is, and it's understood in the subject itself, to pronounce to the public view something which is abhorrent or something which is not acceptable to the Sufism is not advisable. You may have to search and do a little more research with regard to the several YouTube presentations which are presentation on Sufi dance and Sufi things which are presented and which has been uploaded on YouTube. I would recommend you to see the real Sufi faqirs who perform these whirling dervishes which are there on the YouTube, and after having understood the concept a little further, then you can venture into this project. It will be more useful, it will be more academic, and it will be more enlightening. And the viewers will get a good information on the Sufi thought and Sufi philosophy and Sufi music.
Okay, sir. Thank you. That was a detailed explanation. So, but yeah, I mean, just to probe a bit, here the girl will come only as a catalyst, and at the end, both are reaching God, is what I want to portray. But still, you recommend like not to have a female form.
No, since you are making a documentary film, it has to be an authentic
Correct.
version. And as you know, it is not a movie, a romantic movie or a movie of love and romance.
Yes.
In several movies are made in all languages, where this very theme is presented almost in every movie.
Yes.
There is the romantic love, and the lovers together they march to the path of love. They reach the ultimate love and they go to the path of God. What is so special in what you are depicting and with that of the Sufi thought? That has to be distinguished. You cannot present the same romantic things which are being presented normally in every movie.
Right.
Every Hindi movie or a Tamil movie or a Telugu movie, the girl goes round the tree, the boy goes round the girl, and they fall in love, and after they have fallen in love, there is a villain and there is some sort of distraction in their love. There is disappointment, there is grief, there is loss of path, and sometimes it ends in tragedy or it ends in romantic happiness and joy. But these feelings of human feelings, which are joy, happiness, grief, meditation, all these things have to be clearly and subtly brought out in an imaginary form. And there shouldn't be even a remotest or a slightest or a grain of sexuality. If you depict in the movements any sexuality or any aspect of human love or a human way of embrace or even way of exposition of the inner sexuality, then it will not be accepted as a Sufism at all. Sufism is divine.
Right.
It's a divine love. The concept of Maitri and the Shiva and all this is not accepted in Sufism, because here the God does not converse to humanity directly. He converses only through prophets. So he does not come in any form. In Sufism and Islam, the God who is referred as Allah or Rabb or Malik does not embody by himself. He does not incarnate as a being. He does not come in the forms of a destroyer or a creator or a person who was a protector or having entered into a relationship with a woman and then giving birth to a child. That is not acceptable is accepted in Islam. That is why it differs with Christianity. Although Islam has taken root from Judaism and as a continuation of Judaism and Christianity, yet it is a purely monotheistic religion which believes in the everlasting nature of the God who does not die, who does not take forms, who does not marry, who does not go to sleep. So a lot of scriptural words are from God, who speaks about himself and about his nature. So while you are depicting a scene on Sufism, you should keep in mind that God, the eternal God of Islam and Sufism, Sufism is not a separate religion. It is the spirituality, the spiritual aspect of Islam is known as Sufism. Ism word was somehow coined by the German author. There is no word like Sufism in Islam. It is known as Tasawwuf, Irfan-e-Ilahi, to know your own self, to know the nature of God, after knowing one who knows his own nature, who knows himself, knows God. That is the basic maxim. You have to polish your heart. If you polish your heart to the extent of a mirror, then the light of the God reflects. You will be able to see the divine light in your own heart. to see the divine light and to realize God, to feel God, to reach His path. You have to prepare yourself by giving up your animal tendencies, reach the moral self. Then after reaching the moral self, you through meditation, through bhakti songs, through the love of Lord, reach the divine self, the divine being in you. If you have to realize God in you, first you have to shun the animal nature in you, the instincts which are there of anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, covetousness, all these basic fundamental small instincts, human nature, you have to somehow polish it to refinement in your character, in your conduct, in your behavior. So when you are depicting it in a movie, it should not, these things, these elements should not be shown at all as fundamental at all. You have to keep in view these aspects, fundamental aspects of the Sufism.
Right.
If you keep this and then proceed to depict the higher nature of human being and his earnest yearning
Yes.
to go back to the Supreme Soul from where he is cut off.
Correct.
The Maulana Rumi's poems begins like this, that the flute is a reed. It has cut off from the bamboo tree and it is weeping. The resonating voice of the flute is, it is a yearning of the soul to go back to the tree, to join with the Lord, because Lord created him from his breath. And since he disobeyed the Lord's commandment and ate the fruit in the garden of bliss, he was shunned and he was sent to the earth. That is the basic fundamental philosophy in Judaism, Christianity and Islam, the origin of man.
Right.
So the teachings are, since you have acquired the animalistic nature to your eating the forbidden fruit, you have to go through these karmas. These you have to polish yourself, be obedient servant. Be as an obedient servant, you perform your prayers of namaz. You first acknowledge the greatness of the Lord, realize Him, and the God's indisciplined, disobedient servant who was a devil, a deva, has to be removed from your heart and mind by subjecting and surrendering yourself to the Lord Almighty. If you surrender to the Lord Almighty, to His commands, to His love, to His charity, to His compassion, to His mercy, to all these things, when you develop in your heart and mind, you develop the same innocence of a child. So just like a child is reared by a mother with all the affection, with all the love and care, likewise, Lord in His mercy will also take you in His arms and bless you. These blessings are known as barakah. So this barakah is received either by love, by showing your love to your master, by showing your going in trance when the music is sung, just as the reed, the flute is in trance and is yelling for the companionship of the Lord, yes, or the love of the Lord. You also in likewise yearn for the lost love in you, in your mind and heart. You want that lost love to come back to you and you want to merge. So this merger with the Lord Almighty is not through a physical means. It is not through depiction or through a dance with a female person. A female personality is not the aim through which you reach the Lord in Islam or in Sufism. You directly reach the Lord through the sources which has been shown in the path. The path is shown to you by the master. So the master is depicted. Instead of a woman being depicted there, you have to depict a master, a attained sage, a Swami, a Sadhu, a Sant, which is there in the Hinduism.
Yeah.
So here the Murshid is a great attained soul who is totally perfect in the mundane Islamic law, which is known as Sharia. So in the all aspects pertaining to heart, aspects pertaining to teachings of goodness, mercy, charity, and all great feelings of love, and mercy and beauty and all that, that subject is known as tariqat, and the aspect pertaining to the merger of Lord, joining with Him, that subject is referred to as Marifat, Marifat Ilahi. So the aim of the human life, as explained in the religions of Abrahamic religion, is that you have to surrender to the will of the God. When you surrender to the will of the God and follow the truth, that truth is known as Al-Haq. So you, in all Sufi songs, in all Sufi meditations, this truth is revealed. Al-Haq. Al-Haq is the name. They keep on reciting. Anal-Haq, I am Haq, I am Haq, O Haq, O God, O love, O love, O. So the names of the God are repeated. God is depicted by His names. That is known as His quality. He transcends in His own qualities of mercy, charity. He has got these names: Al-Rahman, Al-Rahim, Al-Malik, Al-Quddus, Al-Subhan. So in these names, on these repetitions of these names, His effulgence, His light, His virtues are revealed. Right. So the Master teaches you how you have to go through step by step into the path of reality, in the path of truth, in the path of the ultimate truth which you have to reach. And you have to shun the animal nature, become perfect as a human being in your conduct, in your life, in your behavior, in your dealings in your life. Then after you have become so very perfect, seeking knowledge of the Lord and seeking the knowledge of the Prophet and his teachings, and all the prophets from Adam till our Prophet is recognized and accepted. All the books of truth which God has revealed are accepted and followed. After you have done all these rigorous exercises of heart and mind, only then and then only the Master gives you teaches you the basic and the aspect pertaining to Marifat, an aspect pertaining to love. Right. So love has to be depicted in Sufism not through a female worship or female embrace or a female acceptance, but it is directly to the God by subjecting yourself to God. But the Master only shows you the path. He tries to tell you what exactly are the things which are prohibited, which are not acceptable, which are pertaining to the Satan, the devil, the Dava, or pertaining to your own inner weaknesses, pertaining to your own inner ambitions, your desires, your lust, your anger, your covetousness. He polishes your inner heart, helps you to polish. You take that struggle. This inner struggle is known as the Jihad-e-Akbar. Jihad doesn't mean taking weapons and conquering some land and properties and women and all that. Jihad means to struggle with your inner soul, so that your soul subjects itself to the love of the Lord. And the love of the Lord becomes your ultimate aim. You want to achieve the love of the Lord. God should accept you, and you want to become one among His accepted servants. You reach the Muharrabeen, and the Muharrabeens means the one who are nearest to the God. Those who love God, who subject themselves by the purity and a pure life, they reach the God, the ultimate. So this Sufi means one who purifies himself, one who reaches the ultimate, the truth, the Anal-Haq, the Haq. So a Sufism means the path by which you reach the Lord. It is as good as Islam. But in Islam, there is a political nature, there is a social life, there is a business life. People indulge in all, they commit sins, they repent, they come back. But people who choose a life of truth and truth alone, and they want the ultimate aim is to reach the reality. And they only keep the Master before them for the purpose of guidance. The holy books are the guidance. The Master is the guidance. The Prophet is the guidance. So the physical love of the Master is shown in Sufism. That is what is depicted in all the poems, in Sufi poems. The love of the Master, the love of the Lord is depicted. Not the love of a physical love of a woman. That is not depicted in Sufism.
Right.
And this is the fundamental and primary thing which I want to tell you
Sure.
and caution you before you can proceed to think about this subject.
Sure.
You better see number of movies have been made or documentaries have been made on this subject. If you look into it, you will get an idea. You can make it in the Indian context.
Right,
In
yeah.
Indians also have made lot of such documentaries.
Sure, sir. Thanks
You
for your
research for it.
valuable input. So, the example of flute is a very nice example, because same happens in Hinduism. Lord Krishna with 9 holes in the flute, it connects to the 9 holes of the body, and he wants a very clean soul, so that he can penetrate and make us more divine. It almost touches the Sufism philosophy as such. Both are very parallel, but both are equally correct. So what I want to tell is, right, I think maybe I'll rephrase the question. So it is, I am not actually going to show a hug, or in fact there won't be any physical contact, but I just want to show a lady at a distance after he finishes the namaz, and he's slightly getting shaken, because that is God's Maya delusion, which we call in Hindu mythology. The lady is coming, but then she also realizes like there is much more divinity. I mean, the love of divine is much more greater than the physical, and both of them connect and reaches God, is how I wanted to portray. But since you are very keen,
you should quote it in a very subtle and poetic manner.
yes, right.
Your aim is to show that the man gets desired and he gets distracted with the
Yes.
physical attraction,
Yes.
and ultimate aim of a person who is seeking God is distracted by this love, and
Yes.
just like Adam got distracted with Eve.
Exactly, it's the same
So,
point.
and
I
ultimately
wanted to-
the God's command was, you procreate in life but follow my path and reach me and come back to heaven.
Yes.
So the earthly life is not permanent, it's only
Right.
a temporary trial.
Exactly.
It's a test.
Yes.
It's a game where God tests you.
Correct.
So after you have passed this examination, your permanent life is a life in the hereafter,
So-
which God gives to you according to the good deeds you have done and the
Right.
love you have exhibited. Either He gives you Jannah,
Correct.
the garden of bliss, or He gives you the hell, or He takes you within His arm that you become a muharrabin. This is stated in Surah Waqiah. It's
Yeah.
one of the surahs of the Quran,
Right.
where the aspect pertaining to the man's soul reaching the God is expressed there.
Right.
And you may read this particular Surah Waqiah, this story. It is immediately after Surah Rahman. So it is Surah 56, chapter 56. If you go through it, you will see the hurs which are presented to a person who have already reached. So you should not have a desire to acquire hurs in the paradise.
Right.
But your aim should be to reach Lord ultimately. But ultimately, since you may not reach that height,
Right.
so He gifts you with a garden, with a bliss, with hurs and all. That is God's
Exactly.
ultimate
In
desire.
fact, even this girl coming is also God's play to test this
So that
student.
is what he has stated is very true
Right.
with regard to Maitri and Hindu philosophy, and this one is clear.
Right.
But if you go a little deeper into the aspect of Islamic literature, you would notice that instead of a woman being depicted, they'd always depict a murshid, the teacher, the
Right.
guru.
Okay.
So the submission to the guru is shown, and so that he can reach Lord.
Okay.
And he reaches through guru and prophet and all the saints and all the prophets. Through this route, he reaches ultimate truth and Lord
Okay.
Almighty, the merciful and the beneficent.
Okay, so that's what, without affecting this one, like whatever he told, like there won't be absolutely any physical this one from a
But
distance.
I have understood what
Correct,
you have
yeah,
to depict.
exactly. But still, you are of the opinion not to portray a woman there.
This is one not put. They are supposed to be in parda.
Right. Okay.
In Islamic,
Correct. Yes.
in the Islamic communities.
Yes. So
and
how
Islamic
about me
tradition.
portraying the lady in parda? Is it okay?
No, but I cannot recommend, or I'm not the authority to say about it.
Okay.
That's why you have to, on your own, give deep thought to it, and don't make it a Hindi romantic movie like.
No. That's what
Maybe
the
the persons who are having Muslim names or actors and actresses.
Yes.
But that is not the way of Sufi.
Right, you are right. So yeah, maybe my intention is correct, but I didn't know how to execute and convey to you. Maybe it could
You
be that.
do a little more research,
Right.
so that you can know how to reach the ultimate truth.
Correct.
And you have to depict in a Sufi documentary the yearnings of a soul.
Right.
How the soul yearns to go back to its original source from which it has come.
Right.
And
yeah.
how during the yearnings of a soul, and that the student, the pupil, the murid, and how the world comes before him and attracts him and wants him to give up that path of the tariqat, the path of love, to the worldly desires. Ultimately, he realizes it is not the worldly desire; they are all temporary, and my ultimate aim is to reach the Lord.
Yes, you are right.
So your documentary should show that ultimate aim of human life is to reach the ultimate truth and ultimate God, and that is only through purification of soul. And in this purification of soul, the animal instincts, the moral instincts should not play a role, but it's only the divine will of the Lord should play the role. That should what has to be depicted in your
yeah, sir. That is the only reason why I came to you, so that because I don't want to make any offense to any other religion. So I want to clarify before embarking on a new subject like this. And this is, as I told, it's a short music album which I wanted to make. It also reminds me of a statement from Rumi, what he told, like, I searched everywhere and didn't find God. I only found myself. But when I went deep inside me, I found God and didn't find myself.
Yes, very good.
So,
this is what is the ultimate. So how you have to realize your own self-realization, and ultimate realization of God is through your self-introspection, so self-realization, and how the examination keeps coming, and how the devil or the self or the desires keep distracting you, and how ultimately you win with your hard work, with your grace of Lord. It is only the grace of the Lord which ultimately brings you the victory. It takes you to the Lord closer and closer and closer. So it is love, and love alone.
Right.
Love of mother, love of God, love of parents, and it is a service. It is a subjection to the service to the Lord, and to following the path of truth, the path of ultimate compromise you make with people to live in peace. As-salama you will reach, the salam from the God will reach those who have surrendered to God and have been obedient servants. So God says in Quran that I send them my salam of peace, as-salama. My salam reaches them. My angels will bring the salam to you when you have been obedient and accepted by me, and your soul will be carried to the Lord by these angels. So salamun qawlun min Rabbir Rahim. From the Lord you will you will get the salam. And also God says that your main purpose is to love the humanity.
Right.
Your purpose of life is to love all His creation, and you should not have an iota of hatred in your heart. Even if you have an iota or even a grain of hatred in your heart, or pride or arrogance in your heart, you will not reach the ultimate truth. So if you have to polish your heart and bring your whole heart should be one of love and love alone. So it's a process which you have to carry on. If someone asks for your help, or someone asks for something from you, you should be prepared to sacrifice your time, your leisure, and you should serve humanity and serve poor people, good people, and all people who will help you also to raise shoulder above on these mundane feelings and make you a perfect man.
Right, sir. So so you are of the opinion now to include a female character in the
No, I cannot say much
album.
more. I've already said.
Correct,
said
right,
now.
right. So second question is, assuming she is not there, so is it necessary for the lead character to have a beard as part of the?
No, see, in the Islamic society, the growing of beard is following the way the Prophet has lived, and the way the ancient sages, saints, prophets have all lived.
Right. Yes.
The wearing of a beard is considered as pious act. It is a pious act of submission.
Right.
You would see throughout the world, in any country you would go, a policeman wears a cap, and on the cap is the seal of the government.
Right.
And you would notice all subjected servants of God and all those who are subjected to the government, who are even prisoners, wherever it is in the world, they are made to wear a cap to show that they have become a slave of the government, a slave of the master. So this is the way to humble yourself. A humble person is depicted with a beard, with a cap. It's only to show respect to the Lord, to the law and order.
Okay.
So a person who is seeking the path of love, who wants to reach the love as a lover of Lord, cannot be in a fashionable designer type of a person.
Right.
He has to depict himself as a person who has lived a life like a prophet and who has lived like a companions of prophet and like all the sages and saints.
Right.
So all sages and saints have been in love of Lord. So they have mastered their inner self. So they don't put up a face of a romantic person who is running after a woman or running after the world. He is not a worldly man, but he is a godly man.
Right.
In order to depict that he is a godly man and man who is in search of truth, he wears a beard as a token of submission, as a token of total love to Lord.
Okay, sir. Fine. Right. So yeah, I don't have any more questions to ask because you clarified all the doubts. So like as you rightly pointed out, because even I am also afraid, I come from other religion, so I just cannot go and take a film on some other religion. That too, it's very sensitive subject. But that's why I thought I'll clarify with you. Now since you have given your suggestions wholeheartedly, I'll try to see how different I will take
show the aspect of love for humanity.
Right.
Through music, through submission, through prayers,
Yes.
and the yearning of the soul to reach the higher ultimate soul.
Right.
Through the service to humanity, through service to master, through service to parents, and becoming humble, the most humble person in the world you can show in the humanity. That the message should reach. Ultimately, your aim is to show the message of love to the viewers.
Right.
They should get the message that your purpose of life is love and love alone, and love is only by giving up in your heart and mind arrogance, pride, anger and all that, and be a man of goodness, man of submission, man who wants to reach the God and God alone, and he wants to have feel the presence of the Almighty all in his nature. That should be the depiction in whatever you want to show on Sufism.
Okay, sir. Fine.
Thank you very much.
Thanks
for
a lot,
giving
sir.
this.
Yeah. Thank you. To open it. I think it's locked.
It's long.
Locked.
ஆஃப் பண்ணுங்க
பாஸ்வேர்ட் கேக்குது.
ஆஃப் பண்ணிட்டு off ஆயிடுச்சு.
Now it's stopped. Yeah.
Now you play it.
Hey, you recorded
20 minutes.
Hey,
Record
you
பண்ணு.
recorded it?
Yeah, I have
Oh,
recorded.
I didn't.
better.
I didn't know.
No, it's going to.
It will be a document for you, no?
It's better. So,
At least a knowledge for
Correct.
Sufism.
Correct. Right.
because I
We
it's
got
very
deep into subject.
Yeah,
now.
I love it actually. I want to again listen.
Yeah.
I want to show to my wife also. To love of. That's why I recorded.
But there is something in Sufi music, sir. Some
Yes.
trance. When
No,
you listen
today I
to
will
it-
give you a newspaper which has an article. Just one second. Just
stop.
I will give you that paper
Yeah.
which is on this very subject you have asked. Deccan Herald in the
Oh.
Sunday has carried an article on the whirling dervishes.
Oh, great, sir.
See, it's all matching everywhere.
Maybe God has kept success for you. I'm in a mood also.
Yeah.
You can take this paper.
We'll just note it. Wait.
No, not note. Keep it with you. You are doing, unless you prepare a file, how can you?
Oh,
Yeah, I think
visions
I
in
should.
white. Nice. Yeah.
See, there is no women there.
Correct. Yes, that is.
Yeah, whirling I have not seen women. So Very rarely I have seen.
No, women are supposed to be in parda, no?
No, actually I have seen very few whirling. They do like this. I have seen few, not much, but mostly
No,
men.
that is in document movies. Today's movies, you know, their nudity,
No, not
semi-nudity, all those things.
We don't want
going
to portray
after-
anything. It has to be
Because
what we thought in a poetic way.
The
So,
people may not appreciate, no, you may have problem.
yeah,
Because
that is
so
the
much
main
of
reason.
fundamentalism and violence has come in this
That is the main reason.
But actually, I liked your this jihad is an inner fighting.
inner fight.
Right.
See, unfortunately, what happened between you and me, not
Yes,
to be
yes,
recorded, not, don't
I
record.
have not recorded.
So
No, actually,
there was no violence in Islam.
Correct.
For 10 years or 12 years, Prophet lived in Makkah. He was banished outside Makkah for 3 years. They lived in caves, eating leaves and all that. They could not respond. And they only said, if you beat on me on one cheek, you beat me. And he was beaten so much, the blood went into his shoes and they could not remove his shoes because so much blood had accumulated. So much of violence had been done. His followers had been placed on a burning stones, and burning stones had been kept on them, and the flesh would come out, blood would come out. They tortured the saying, no, you should not oppose our old traditions of Arab idol worship, this, that, and all. So many things they were doing. He was propounding great faith, great knowledge of truth, and his life, if you go through. So there was no violence at all. Ultimately, all the tribal chiefs decided we should behead him. So he was from a very rich merchant class, and they said if you touch him, their tribal people may harm us. That was the customary things. With one tribal man kills another, this tribe would become enemy of that tribe, and it would go down for ages. So they said, no, all the tribal chiefs will join together in his assassination. So he got to know about it. So in the night they surrendered his house. So all the chiefs, they said, now tomorrow morning, early morning, he gets up and goes to Kaaba for prayers. So when he comes out, we will kill him. So that there is no blame on one tribal chief or another tribal chief. And nobody can blame. The whole Arabia cannot blame. He has got his followers also who have gone to Abyssinia here, there, and they should not come. It is a united decision, like parliamentary decision. So God has said that they were conspiring to kill me, but I conspired. And when they were all in deep trance or something, the unconscious they became, and Prophet walked out in the night, took camel, his close friend Abu Bakr joined him, and he allowed his nephew and son-in-law to sleep on his bed. And because so many people had kept lot of their valuables with him in trust, so we will go for business tour, we will here, there, you keep it as a trust, we are a trustworthy. That's why he was called as Al-Amin, the trustworthy. Al-Sadi, the truthful. So when you come back, you will know everything will be safe, you will not touch it also. So you keep it. So Prophet told his nephew and son-in-law Ali, that in the morning you distribute all this. So I will go to Medina, 200 kilometers. They have to walk, they have to take a camel. So he and his friend, they left in the night. They came to a cave, and in the cave they hid themselves. So this tribal chief in the morning, they noticed he is not there, and there was no agreement to kill anybody else in his place. They said, all right, what do we do? They announced, anybody who searches and brings his head, we'll give him so much wealth, this, that, and all that. So a person tries to reach him, but he does not, and he apologizes, repents, and becomes his disciple. A big story is there. They come to Medina. In Medina, people were waiting. They wanted a great person to take care of them, teach them, show them great path. They were Christians, they were Jews, they were idolaters, they were all Sabians, they were Syrians. So many communities were there. So he reaches there, the whole of them, the whole population comes out to receive him, and then they take him and show a place, and he likes a place, he stays there. Then what he does, he calls all the people of Medina, the people from Christians, Jews, idolaters, Syrians, Sabians, all people of all communities. He makes them sign a document. That is the first constitution of Islam. That we will not quarrel, we will not fight. We will follow our faith. If you are interested, we will follow your teachings. They all sign, saying that we will work for the peace of the world. We'll all work for the peace of each other, for protection of each other. So there is no teaching of killing, there is no teaching of hatred, there is no. First constitution, everyone agrees, all tribal chiefs and Christians, Jews and all that. It is the first constitution it was signed.
Right.
And said nobody should go against this written word. They should not betray. They should not go to terrorism. Nothing, no fight, nothing. We should all pray God in your own way. I follow my way, you follow your way. I am not forcing you to my way. If you are interested, you follow my teachings. So it was all agreed. But these Makkans, what happened? There was a big caravan which was coming, which has to pass through Medina. Some people are like that. They go and raid it and loot it. Medina people. Some such people are there everywhere. So this Makkans, and it happened to be a great tribal chief who was bringing this caravan, because in Arab they had to only bring things from outside.
Yes.
So the Makkans said, what is it now? Our way to go to Syria and all these places is blocked. What do we do? Somehow or other we must finish off these people.
Right.
We must kill a prophet. That is the only way we can survive. So about 1,000 people armed with weapons, they declare a war. They come to wage a war against Prophet and all the people of Medina. That because they are looting our belongings, our caravans. The only way is to finish. That is the end of it. And that ends, no followers, nothing. No, Prophet is aghast. He comes to know, he says, no, we should not, our children, our women, everyone has to be protected. He takes a small band of 313 people who are his followers. I said, no, we should not make this Medina a place of battleground. We should not, it will lead to massacre. It will lead to killing of innocent people. What has Christians done? What has Jews done? What are the people of other religions have done? Because I teach, it doesn't mean they should be killed. So he says, all right, let us go and meet them in another place. There is about 10 kilometers, there is a well which he goes and occupies, known as Badr, place of Badr, known as Badr. The first war which the Makkans, war of Badr, they say, Badr, Badr. Badr, that is where the first war. These Makkans are so powerful, fully armed. They come in horses, camels. He only prays to Lord because he's a saint and a prophet. He called, you have to save me, your word. You have to preach your word. I have come to preach peace, brotherhood. You have asked me to do, I am doing your duty. Save me, save my people, save the people of Medina. He prays intensely. He prays. He weeps. So his followers say, no, you should not. We are prepared to fight. God has not asked me to fight. There is no permission from God. How can I kill another man? So there is no killing in the religion. So how can I do it? Then he waits for the word of God. Then the word of God comes. Since they are coming to kill you, kill your people, loot all the Medinan people. They are coming fully armed. God knows it. So you defend yourself. I give permission to defend yourself. So the defense was so set up with so nicely and so prayers. God says, I sent 5,000 angels to protect you. So the protection takes place, and somehow those people lose some people in the personal battle and all that, and they return. They feel as if we have achieved our aim, we have threatened them nicely, and we believe that they will not again come in the way. Then again what happens? Again they come for a second war, that is known as Battle of Uhud. So what happens? His followers get divided. His followers say, we want to follow you. Then they go back and tell Christians and Jews, oh, we are only telling Lippi, we are not joined him at all nonsense. Big tribal chiefs. So the Prophet again, he learns that they are coming with a bigger force. 5,000 armed men are coming to destroy Medina. Again he gathers his followers and says, all right, we will go and hide ourselves in these mountains. So by that time about few followers had come, about 500 or so, 300, 400 followers. they go to the mountain. This is a mountain, this is also a mountain. So the one Persian, Salman Farsi was his name. He is a soldier. He has fought many battles in Persia. He is a Persian slave. He tells Prophet, it is very difficult for you to overcome such a big enemy. How will you get over? I am a soldier, I know all this planning. Let us create a big trench. It is known as a battle of trench. So they dug a big trench. This trench, they from one side to another side, they are all having clothes, they are all bhakti people. So they tried to attempt to cross, they could not cross, they waited for a long time, then he keeps on praying, then miracles takes place. Then the wind comes and storm comes and they all go away.
Okay.
So but some people get hurt and some die, they kill about 70 people. That was because these people who have joined the Jews and Christians, they decide, no, he is a great threat to us, we will finish him by joining these Makkans.
Okay.
So they come with the Prophet. But on the way, they say, we are going back, we want to protect the people of Medina. So he would tell his people, no, they are very dangerous. They are hypocrites. They will come back to kill us. So he places us on the mount, viewing these plains.
Okay.
About 50 people who had got bow and arrow. He tells them, don't get down. You should not get down at all. If they come from the back side, you protect yourself, protect us. But unfortunately, they feel that the enemy is running away and they wanted to come down and gather from the enemies whatever they could, horses, camels, this and that. But unfortunately, these people from the back, they come and attack. It was a ferocious attack. The Prophet was injured, he lost 2 of his teeth, and then the people start shouting, Prophet is dead, and they start running helter-skelter. So they also feel, now he is dead, why should we worry, they all run away. But God, then all of them get injured, severely injured, 70 people will be massacred from Prophet's followers. So slowly what happens, his teachings grows. He keeps on teaching, day and night he keeps teaching. This teaching becomes so, whole Arabia by that time will accept. Then they will say, no, we will march to Makkah. We will all march peacefully to pray, because that is the God's house. So about thousands of his followers go to Makkah. They got scared. Makkans, oh, now we will be finished. They come to negotiate. They say, we want peace. Don't come this year. Go away. Next year you come. Next year you come and we will make provisions for your stay and all that. So next year he goes with still more force. The whole of Arabia would have been converted. So about 10,000 people join him to go to Makkah for prayers, for Hajj. And all the Makkans surrender. And Islam is accepted. No fight, nothing happens. Where is fight? Where is Islam teaches? But after his death, there is a lot of quarrels between the chiefs. All the chief of tribals, they start fighting. Who should become?
Every religion, the church.
So they elect his closest friend who walked with him to Makkah from Medina as the leader. Then he says, no, we should fight. They have all become our enemies of Islam. We should fight. So the fighting actually started to protect themselves because they were trying to kill them. But later on, they started going around capturing countries. This kingship came. They became great kings. They killed his son-in-law. They killed his followers, his caliphs. They killed his grandchildren, Imam Hassan, Imam Hussein. They killed all his family. They poisoned him. First they poisoned him, then they killed all his caliphs. They killed his children. They became great kings. They became the conquerors. Now these conquerors, they had a group which lost power. They lost powers to Turks, they lost powers to the Saudi king and all that. They have formed a ISIS. These ISIS are those people who lost that power. They want, but the peoples who are to follow Prophet they are Sufis. They are the people of love. They want to follow truthfully. Never Prophet did not kill anybody. Correct. He came for a message of Salam. This is not depicted. They have got media, they have got papers, because they want somehow or the other capture power. So they are taking up to terrorism. For the sake of God, come on, Islam is in danger. They are creating propaganda. But that is not the teaching. All saints who came from here, they went up to Tirunelveli, they went up to Kanyakumari, all their mausoleums are there. No, grave worship is bad, going to saints is bad, mingling with Hindus is bad. All this propaganda they are creating. So when you are depicting this in a documentary, these things, then they will say, the Sufis are bad, kill the Sufis and kill the person who has made the documentary. They will pass a fatwa like they have passed to Taslim or Nasreen or to this Salman Rushdie and all this, you will be in trouble.
Correct.
So be careful.
Correct.
That is why I gave you all
But
this
actually,
story.
to be frank, from my personal interaction with many Muslim, most of my friends are all, most of them I've never seen, I've only seen the love, positive side. I was staying in my Muslim owner and I was staying there. They used to take care of like their own son. His son and we both go to the same office, and sometimes both lunch for me also they prepare. Actually, I don't, because they eat non-veg, I don't eat. But I mingle with everyone. So they make that special kheer. And they used to give me whenever possible. So I've only seen
the teachings are very great.
Yeah, really.
So instead of splitting the God into so many goddesses, the Prophet only said God is one.
Correct.
Love of God. Lord of God. God is of love. He
Islam
is
is
not a
of
revengeful God.
Correct.
He is not a God to kill you. This, that. Don't show him in all these portraits in temples. Pray him in a simple open yard, all joined together and pray without distinct caste, creed, color, rich man, poor man. If you go to mosque all the 5 times, you would notice the man who is selling or a cobbler, immediately he washes and comes and stands next to a judge and next to a billionaire.
That is the
They
biggest
just
thing
say the namaz and they go back to their works.
Correct.
The billionaire, he may come in Benz car and the judge may come in his official car. They all stand together, say Allah Akbar, God is great. God
In
is
fact,
great.
I saw the same thing in Nagarkoil when I went also, and more than that, once
So
I
you
went
can
to,
depict that instead of he saying namaz,
Correct.
you show, they are not of documentaries like that.
Oh, okay.
They are only showing those who are going in namaz, the women are also going in namaz. But if you want their Hindi movies they have made,
Correct.
how the Satan will come, how the girl will come, all dance will take place, then this boy, he loses, then he goes back and then to mosque again, he goes to Dargah, then he goes to Kaaba, all these stories are shown. There has to be a small skit, but your aim is to carry the message of love.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in the background flute music they have made number of documentaries
Yes,
are there. I
correct.
can show you, take
Yeah,
you to
yeah.
the computer and put YouTube,
Correct.
Sufi
Yeah.
music, Sufi documentaries,
So
you will see
many.
We have
thakat.
seen so much.
10 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes.
Yes.
You will see not one, many.
Correct. So, like from your advice, what I find is like this is subject better not touchable with girl in this
No,
one.
no,
Correct.
this is not the this one, no.
Correct. True.
They have all these 10,000 people who went to pray to Kaaba. Women were not there. They all men went. Women were considered to take care. That's why the burqa came, because rape, molestation, all should not take place. They should be protected. Women are meant to protect the children. That was the 1400s tradition. Now women are equal. Today's culture. But at that time, the people thought that they should respect women. Keep her in parda, and others should not look at her. Keep her, others should not, eyes should not fall on her. Should not get distracted. That is why the parda system has come. If you saw something which is opposed to that, a girl coming and dancing with a namazi, they will say, what is this man showing?
Yeah. Like acid.
There will be brickbats.
Yes. No, that even big that the issue of fatwa will be.
We don't know. Every second day there is a fatwa. Everybody sitting in a mosque gives a fatwa. Fatwa has to be given only by great scholars and great. But today everyone is giving.
No, fatwa is
The
okay.
Congress party has got alliance with the big school, Arabic schools. They go and teach them. You give fatwa on this, they will just give you fatwa. See, that type of things are happening today. Money is playing part. But real God worship, the purpose of life to reach God is not there.
So I think one thing I like in Islam is everyone is equal when they are
Equal,
doing
equality,
namaz.
brotherhood.
But if for a Yeah, being a Hindu, I don't like certain things. Like if I go to
No,
Hindu
there is
temple,
reformation in
you have to
Hinduism.
pay. So the big rich man will pay. If you go to
More, and
Tirupati,
you will get
he will
immediate
directly
darshan in
go and see
Tirupati.
God, and then so I.
Where is that God? That God picture can be outside also. Why there only? Why
Because
that
I used to
statue
tell-
there?
I used
Why
to tell-
is that the statue there in temple? Is there only? God is everywhere in our heart.
No,
That is the teaching.
even Hinduism say God is everywhere. I used to tell my wife, why you want to go to Tirupati? God is everywhere. Pray here. So, but
Oh, Lord Venkateshwara was a saintly figure. He had a friend, very close friend, who was a Muslim. This is the statue of Venkateshwara. Okay? Right behind the statue is the grave of the Muslim saint. You know this?
Where? In Tirupati?
Tirupati.
Oh.
Just as in Ayyappa temple, the grave of this Sufi saint is
yes,
there.
yes,
They
yes,
first
yes.
go to Sufi saint and go to that Ayyappa.
Yes,
Ayyappa.
Likewise, but this saint, only the pujaris go first in the morning.
Oh, and it is not revealed to the outside world.
That saint is there. They first wash his grave, put the agarbatti, kumkum, everything there. Then come, wash the Venkateshwara, then they open the doors and for darshan is given.
so
How many know?
nobody. I mean, I don't know.
No.
Venkateshwara and the Sufi, he was not God, he was only a saint.
Oh.
Lord Venkateshwara was a Hindu saint.
Oh.
He was, they say he is avatar.
Yeah, but yeah, it's not.
He is an avatar, he has become God. But who was his closest friend? His friend was a Muslim saint. So how the unity of religion is
Yes,
there?
sir, that is.
So what Prophet taught when he went to Medina, same is happening.
thing.
Yeah, they are all same.
Throughout India, if you say mausoleums, you will find a temple there.
No, that is
That's
true.
why that Babri Masudi also like.
Unwantedly they made.
There
They
are
is only,
Politics.
that is
Politics.
BJP wanted to capture
Politics.
vote. They have come in power, they have forgotten.
Yeah, that's it.
They wanted to capture power, they got the power.
Correct. No.
See, secularism means what? No religion should come in politics.
Correct. Yes, right.
There is no religion in music. Is there? Is
No.
there religion in films?
No.
Is there a religion in sports? Is there a religion in medicine? In engineering? There is no religion. Why in politics?
Politics, yeah.
Yes, you are right.
Keep religion in the
Separate.
temples and
Correct.
sadhus, sons, everybody. Let them be happy.
Right.
We will go to them and do namaskara, we will worship. Why bring it to politics? Law making, parliament, legislature. Why you are taking people to, they have done it 1,000 years back when they came with armies.
So we will
It's
do
a old
that.
story. We want India to be united and we want to be
Peace.
India of love and peace. Why do you want to recall what our forefathers have done?
Correct.
We are all Hindus,
Then
only
it
we
will
have
continue
converted to
again.
Islam.
So,
Because we found it convenient, we were
Correct.
outside the pale of Hindu Brahmin religion, they were outside, they didn't give us food, they did not allow us to go to temple. Some priest came and told us God is one, we will come to this hall and you all pray. So some became Christians, some became Muslims, some
No, in
became...
fact, the unity is other the middle class. Like once I went to Kollimalai, I got affected. Like some ghost or something happened to me. I don't know. They took me to a namaz, and they did that. They do this, Like after 3 days, I become all right. So I come from very typical Brahmin family, but I walk in, I see it is like as I told, we should see the people only, not
humanity
the
is
religion.
what
Now these people who come to create differences, who try to bring hatred in the heart, they are the devils.
Right.
Devil is that.
devil is there. Yeah.
Adha, deva.
Yeah, right.
Hey, deva pani. Adi solak muna. So na he will come with more force.
Right, right.
His force increases. Nice. These are taught to you. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank
Thanks
you
a lot
so
for
much.
your time. We are very happy. And as he told, in case we want to proceed further, I'll check some doubt.
No, you see the document already prepared.
Right,
That
right,
is the
right.
best
Correct.
method.
Correct, right.
Exam learning, if you don't know,
Correct.
copy பண்றது இல்லைங்களா? என்ன பண்றீங்க எக்ஸாம் என்ன அது படிச்சிரு புக்ல இருந்தா நீ படிச்சிரதா எழுதுறீங்க. You are only writing what is there. You are not creating something new.
Correct, right.
He has created some patents.
Correct, yes.
You are the scientist. Real scientist who
கண்டிப்பா.
create something from patent வந்துட்டாக்கா அப்பதான் he is the man who is learning.
Right.
He has not copied from book.
Correct.
Originality வந்துச்சு.
ஆமா.
அந்த மாதிரி தான்.
I am a last bench student.
Oh, very good. Whatever you have studied in the book, you are supposed to memorize, understand, go and write the same thing. You are not touching anything.
Correct, right.
Yeah.
Right, sir. Thanks a
So,
lot.
first documentary பார்த்தா
பார்த்துட்டேன்.
you will see how they have done same Indian position பண்ணுங்க அதெல்லாம் Turkey, some America, England, there these so many places they have done.
Correct.
How they have depicted that message.
Message, yeah.
both Sufis, non-Sufis, everybody, hundreds of them every day they are doing.
Correct. Yeah.
How it is done, அதை பார்த்துட்டாக்கா காப்பி பண்ணுங்க.
Correct. Right.
இந்த நீங்கள் தீம் போட்டு நீங்கள் அதை வாட் யூ ஹேவ் இன் யர் இமேஜினேஷன் இந்த போய்ட்ரி இந்த மாதிரி நீங்கள் எழுதுறீங்களா? இல்லை,
Yeah.
இந்த வேரியஸ் போய்ட்ஸ் இருக்காங்க, அந்த படிச்சுட்டு அதை மாதிரி தான் நீங்கள் போயம் சாங் வந்துடுறீங்க.
Kandipa. Right. There is nothing
You don't
greater
want
than
to write
Rumi.
a song in your own way. People will say what nonsense he is writing.
Correct. No.
That is a method இருக்கியா? Accepted method. People should have heard earlier.
Correct.
அது மாதிரி தான் இருக்கான். நல்லா சொல்லிருக்காங்க. If a new thing என்ன சொல்றாங்க அர்த்தம் ஆறதில்ல.
Correct. So there is nothing greater than Rumi. Everything he has already put. We are only copying. As
Rumi's system is different, as I told
correct.
you.
Yes. Yes.
Rumi system, although Rumi's books are taught every home in every Muslim place, but Rumi's dance and all has not come to India.
Oh.
You should understand that.
Oh.
It is only the Mainuddin Chishti in Ajmer. Ajmer system is Chishti.
Chishti.
We belong to Khadri, where we don't have that music. Without music, only through prayers, to counting of beads, to service, we reach God.
Oh.
So when Mainuddin Chishti came before the Muslim rule, he came, he found everyone having music here, that's God, Bhakti songs are done. So it was introduced by him through Bhakti songs and all that. So their system follows music.
Okay.
Chishti, they are all Chishtis. Chishti is a small place in Afghanistan. From when the saint came. This is Nizamuddin Awliya in Delhi. Attend பண்ணுங்க phone there. Somebody is urgently. பண்ணுங்க. So all right, I have
Right,
taken.
fine. Thanks a lot, sir, for your patience and very detailed explanation. So I think we also did justice in coming
we
and
have
checking
learned
with
lot
you,
of things.
right? Yeah.
We have learned.
Otherwise, if we end up, then we remember
No,
what will
would
happen.
have
But,
done, but it would be some people would have seen, some would have been. It is some Hindu people are putting some music. They would have taken it in that way.
Correct.
Not necessarily.
And you won't
but
believe
your
that.
purpose
This
will not be
music
served.
is going
Yeah.
to be done by a Christian.
this music director is a Christian. So we thought it would be a national integration also.
Yes, you can have him.
Correct.
You can have music, you
Yes.
can have. But if you show physical love and all those things, then going to God,
Correct. Yes.
that message will be only taken as a story, not as a Sufi story.
Correct. Right.
Your purpose is to
Sufi.
show
Bring
Sufism.
music, Sufi music based.
Then you must put it properly.
Right. Correct.
Since you came to me, I told you.
No, definitely, you are right.
I
No.
cannot tell you something which is out of book,
Sure,
Then they will say what Piran is teaching Sufism,
Correct.
International Sufi Center, he is a fraud.
Correct.
Then I get a name of fraud.
Definitely,
I
no,
cannot
no.
teach
That's
you
it,
something
no,
which
please.
is not there. I can tell you what is there, like you in the class, not like him in a patent new thing.
Correct.
They will say I am creating new thing, patenting new things.
New religion.
New religion, new things in Sufism, put him chappal
Yeah,
they will come and disturb me.
Yes.
They will say, oh, he has got a big house, he has got fridge, he is not a fakir, he is not a Sufi, he is a,
Yeah.
he is a rascal, somebody who wants to make money, wants to call himself as a Baba. அதுக்கு தான் அதெல்லாம் பாபா பண்ணிட்டு போட்டு ஆல் சூ பண்ணுறேன் காசு கொடுங்க அந்த அல்டிமேட்லி தே நாட் பாபாஸ் தே நாட் ஹேவ் எனி திங் டோட்டலி டெடிகேட்டட் டு காட்
So once we
ட்ரூ வர்ஷிப்.
Sir, once we finish the music and lyrics, probably we'll show it to
No,
you.
you can only except Friday, any day 6 o'clock. You telephone to me. I am coming, sir.
Sure.
Thanks a lot. That
Sure.
is
My
a
friendship
great
will remain as long as I am alive.
Sure, sir. Thanks a lot. We are very happy because
Good
we are
person
able
will
to
be
meet you
always
directly.
Thank
in
you,
person.
God.
Thank you,
Ganesh,
sir. Thanks a lot.
Bala Krishna, Bala.
Ganesh Gopalan.
Gopalan. See why I am forgetting. I have got some age, no? Anna?
Anvarasan.
Anvarasan. Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you.